Hello everyone! Camera 1, camera 2. How's everyone going? I'm only talking to you guys, not you.
Nice.
Okay. Now, guys, what is it? Cyberpunk?
Hyperscape.
Always forget the name. Hyperscape. Everybody leaked, as everyone knows.
Totally leaked.
Okay.
It's funny story. It totally leaked while we were at Ubisoft. Say to me. The Ubisoft people are like,
Look, it worked well for them though. Well, not well, but it was going to be a teased anyway, like 12 hours later or something.
Sure.
So it wasn't the end of the world.
Yeah.
Now, I think a lot of people would have heard about it, maybe seen a little teaser and gone, "Ugh, Battle Royale. Cannot be bothered for more of this."
Yeah.
But we did see actually some really cool stuff, and let's talk about it after the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Battle Royale games. Now, I get the exhaustion with Battle Royale games. However, I recently just played Hunt Showdown, which I know is not a Battle Royale game. Please don't at me about it. But it's like in that overall ballpark of space where it's like, hey, whatever, okay. And Hunt
that doesn't make sense.
Hunt, it is. Trust me, if you played Hunt, you'd know. Hunt Showdown is a masterpiece. It's incredible. It's absolutely amazing game. So I'm okay with games coming out that bring new ideas to the table in this space. You know, I don't want just another Battle Royale game. If you're going to try and do some different shit, I'm down for it, right?
Yep.
When I heard that Ubisoft were working on a Battle Royale game, I'm like, oh god, here we go. Yep. Then we watched the trailer and we got the Ubisoft people spoke to us about the stuff that's going in there. I was legitimately impressed by what I saw, like legitimately.
I was definitely like, no, thank you, Battle Royale. You look at it, you're like, aesthetically, wow, that looks really nice.
It looks
very
like,
pleasing.
It looks like Valorant.
But
like,
cool.
But cooler.
I mean, I'm surprised how like dead Valorant already feels to me. I don't know why. But anyway, this looks fantastic. The gunplay looked really interesting and fun. I mean, the abilities of it looked like, you know, we only saw a couple of minutes of it really, but already it's shaping up to look like a real contender if they get it right in the Battle Royale space.
It's hard. You can't really say it's going to be a contender.
That's what I mean.
There's so many factors that go into it. I would just say that it's got enough new shit packed into it that I'm like, I will give that a legitimate shot, and I'm interested to play it, right? So first of all, I mean, yeah, the visual style, I agree. I think it looks cool. I would say the verticality was what really jumped out at me.
Quake-esque? Did you get that
Almost Quake-esque, yes, very much. Everyone's jumping all over the place, jumping on rooftops, whatever else, shooting people while they're in the air, you know, just like, you had that grenade launcher kind of thing that fired the single, like, shot and then exploded people.
Yeah.
You know, so I definitely got that vibe of being quite arena shooter feeling Battle Royale, which I'm totally down for.
Yeah, and I thought it was actually going to be class systems, but in the trailer it definitely looks like it's going to be, you know, very class focused, but it's not. Everyone kind of starts as themselves, like, you know, on the same playing field. But then you can get different abilities throughout your play and all this kind of stuff. So it's kind of cool to know that I can be a particular type of person and customize that person in any way I like.
Sure.
And I mean, on the abilities themselves, there was ones that like sucked them together. There was a gigantic wall that you could put up, a May wall. There was all these I mean, it's just really cool to see what they're doing in terms of ability-wise. I can't remember any more abilities right now.
But there were other ones.
There's other ones.
There was also the whole, like, the circle closing in thing was quite cool, because the game is set in a VR landscape.
Yes.
Everyone is apparently, the way that they told us the story of, like, the lore of the world, how, you know, basically everyone is poor now. And if you're poor, the only thing you can do to make money is fight in the arena. That's it. You know what I mean?
It's like Hunger Games.
It's essentially Hunger Games meets Ready Player One.
Exactly, exactly right.
So,
actually, it's very Ready Player One, actually.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, we got this new way of bringing in the circle. I'm like, okay, this thing. They're like, it disintegrates. I'm like, and you take damage. I'm like, okay, so it's exactly the same.
So,
anyway,
but it
would have been cool if you
cool.
like. Yeah, it looks cool. I was like, oh, it would have been cool if you like fell into the, you know, virtual world or something.
Sure.
It's pretty much the same thing. I don't think they're trying to like reinvent the wheel in terms of bringing everybody together. I do, however, think that they're trying to maybe reinvent the wheel for Battle Royale in terms of abilities. You know, making this kind of a lot more of a vertical thing.
Sure.
Having said that, Fortnite does that too. But
yeah, they have their rocket packs and whatever else. And Apex Legends also has the whole, like, they have those towers that shoot you up, and they're the best part of Apex Legends. By the way.
Maybe not reinventing the wheel, but at least trying to do their own thing.
Like it's more more verticality baked into moment-to-moment gameplay, you know?
Yeah.
So, looks really cool. There is going to be trios. There's going to be solo queue. By the way...
No duos, it doesn't sound like.
No duos, no. There's the way you can play, by the way, is it's obviously 100 players, and as it whittles down, the last 10 players can all compete for a crown, right? So you don't have to just be the last person standing. You can go and grab this crown, and if you can hold it for a certain amount of time, then you win the round.
I think it's 99 players. I don't think three doesn't equal 100. I think it's 99 players, they said.
I don't know, maybe. Anyway. Sure. I believe you, Sam. Okay. I believe the math. So anyway, you can do the crown thing, which is interesting. There's also 2 other game modes, apparently, which are launching, but no real information on those. It is free to play, okay? Now, it's going to be available on PC, PS4, and Xbox, but it's coming to PC first.
Yes.
I
hope there's a Switch.
Yeah, Switch, always with the Switch.
I hope there's a Switch version.
It looks like this could maybe run on Switch, who knows?
On like a real 540p, but like it could potentially work. But I think the biggest thing about this is, Fortnite it's very aesthetically pleasing. This looks super welcoming aesthetically, and I think it's free to play. I think they've got...
We don't know the monetization model yet, though.
Okay, we don't know the monetization model, but we do know that it looks like it's going to be, it's leaked to, it's free to play and whatever. And another thing they're looking to do is something called the Game Master Mode, which is kind of like you spectate, but you're able to influence the game. And it's going to be attached quite intricately with Twitch. In terms of the actual audience can vote on certain things, in terms of, is it like how much damage someone takes, or like percentage?
Oh no, it's like you can speed up the game, for example, like as the game master. So by the way, this is ideally made for streamers, okay? And if you're game master, you're not playing the game. You are literally just watching watching other people play, and you're flying around the map commentating it for your audience on Twitch. And then that audience can vote, like, oh, we want to, speed up the players or spawn in this certain thing or whatever. And then if whoever wins the vote, that then immediately appears in the game. So the Game Master's commentating, watching, also managing Twitch in terms of voting on events. It's a really cool concept that I think could be pretty great. It'd be really cool to watch a great caster, just like, he's got a channel, he or she's just got a channel just devoted to casting. That's all they do. They just sit there and watch other people play, and they cast it.
Definitely. It will be interesting to see how many different types of channels now are just brought to life through the idea of just commentating this particular game, especially if it's actually getting pretty damn big. But we'll have to see. I am excited for it. I don't want any more Battle Royale games, but I see this and I'm like, I want this Battle Royale game. I want to play it.
With this Battle Royale game. I really am. I think it looks like, as I said, it's got enough new shit in it that I'm like, cool, you've put in some effort here. You haven't just decided to do the bare minimum and tried to cash in. You've really brought some new ideas to the table. Whether those ideas land or not, we don't know yet. It's all about the execution. But so far,
it's looking good.
So far, it's looking good. So anyway, that's Hyperscape. It's coming out in the next little while. I don't exactly know when. We'll likely hear more about it at Ubisoft Forward, which is their event coming out. Wait, their event is on like the 13th of July or something. That's pretty soon. So we'll probably hear more about it then.
And we're going to stream that?
Are we going to stream that?
I mean, I'd like to stream that.
You want to stream? When do we stream?
No, like live stream it.
Oh, live stream the Ubisoft event.
Yes.
That's at like 4 a.m. Sydney time.
5 a.m. Sydney time. Will we be there?
No, we won't.
Yes.
No, we won't.
Goodbye, everyone.